technical difficulties the past couple of games I've tried to cast from replays. Not sure exactly why. But anyway, in the red here, we have Big D 12 plus, which obviously stands for big damage, 12 kills or more. I can't think of anything else it might stand for. If you think I'm wrong, go to the comments and let me know what it might be. Oh yeah, and he's playing as the Poles. He is from the United States. He's got a team match of 1,600 and change. His ally here in the purple is I Fly Kites. Honestly, I thought it said I Fly Kittens at first. And I was thinking about the little NFT with the cat. It's like a cat Pop-Tart going across the screen. But anyway, he is from the United States as well, and has a 1v1 of 1,000 and change, and a team of 1,300 and change, playing as Bulgarians. The opposing team, we have American Dan, and American Dan, hold your breath. He's from America. Shocker, I know. And he's got a 1v1 of about 1,100 and a team of 1,500. He's playing as a Japanese. And then last but not least, Tempe Monster 101. There's no flag for him on the AoE2 companion app, so I'm not sure where he's from. But his ELO is 1,100 and change for 1v1 and 1,400 and change for teams, and he's playing as the Franks. So in this match, we're going to get to see Polish Knight Spam versus Frankish Knight Spam. They both have strong economies, strong eco bonuses. The Poles with their mining stone get gold as well, and the Franks with the cheaper or with the free farm upgrades. And the Franks get the additional hit points on their Knight line and or stable units, and the Poles have a unique tech which greatly reduces the cost of their Knights. So both civilizations can really put out some Knight spam and into Cavalier spam. So let's see what's going on here. It looks like everybody is pretty much luring their elephants, getting some sheep in here. No aggression yet. I did get this mod right here where it shows the foundation, what is being built. I was playing with Poop Lord, and he had something similar. I don't know if he has the exact mod or not. And I was like, oh, I want that. That's a pretty fun mod to get. And then also another thing that someone pointed out in a Discord group, they said, hey, you don't have your Q button up here in the top left-hand corner. And I was like, well, how do you turn that on? Had to go into options. So if you want a Q button that shows you what's being queued up, go in there and do that. Some simple thing, it's crazy. I've been playing Age of Empires for 20 plus years now. Age of Empires 2 since like 2015. It took forever to swap over. But, I still learn new things about this game, lots of new strategies, and just fun things that I didn't know that maybe I should have known. But, sometimes things go overlooked for a while. Green running in here, purple trying to get some hits on him. And some of the mods I do have, in case you're wondering, I have the small trees. I have the... can't remember which ones are mods and which ones are options, but I have the TC fire marker, the grids on. I have the foundation mod, and whenever I'm actually playing, there's a little thing that shows up for what you call it, what you can access, what you can't access. It kind of looks like this, but in a small form down here. And I have the enlarged mini map, which kind of, especially when I'm casting, kind of helps me keep an eye on what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Blue sending villagers to a second lumber camp. Purple scouting out green's base. My cat is meowing loudly in the back. Always getting into things. Let's see if we can speed it up a little bit. Taking a little bit of a risk here. Let's see if we can speed it up and maybe not get punished for speeding up. So far, so good. We're trying to get a couple of these sheep away, or goats. Does not get them, though. And I actually did change the scouts back to looking like normal. It was fun seeing the Age of Empires 1 units for a while. kind of over it now, so back to normal. Red getting a barracks up. And so blue was the first one in the feudal. Now actually all of them are really close feudal at times. The last 3 especially are into feudal now. Interesting that it doesn't... What the heck is going on here? Got some serious glitching going on here. What? Oh man. TCs are disappearing. Oh hey, and they're back now. That was weird. Okay. I don't know what's going on with Age of Empires, but or if it's just my computer, I don't know. But I did an update and a restart. So I don't know what's causing these issues with buildings disappearing like that. Purple losing its scout over here on green's gold miners. And red coming in here with some man-at-arms. Looking for a way in. Currently, the villager count is 25, 23, 26, 25, so pretty close. Purple's a little bit behind. And red actually slips right in between its gate and its wall here. Trying to get on this wood line. Blue tries the house wall, does not get it up close enough to the edge of the wood. Red forcing these guys off of the wood line, or excuse me, I should say ladies, mostly women, only one dude. And blue trying to come in here to get some damage dealt. Loses one scout to a spearman and then another scout to these villagers. Getting some idle eco time though. Green is in with the faster attacking Japanese men-at-arms, but purple gets free upgrades on their militia line unit, so he can easily produce his own men-at-arms. And red comes in here through that same little hole again, wants to get a tower up. Purple being pushed back with some green archers. We'll add in his own archery range here. Trying to lure green's men-at-arms into the TC fire. We'll get one down. Some hits on the others. It's going to try and force a fight here as well. Gets an archer. Loses the men-at-arm. And red's coming in here. Got one tower up. Denying this stone over here. Wants to get another tower up. Preventing him from taking gold and harassing his farms. Blue does not like that. He's sending his villagers forward. Red decides to back away. Oh, and another thing about the Poles is their units will heal themselves slowly. As you can see, he just went from 26 to 25. Well, he's getting attacked. So, kind of counterintuitive there. I was trying to explain how they get healed up, but okay. And the folkwork. What a beautiful building. I know I've said it before, but it's so aesthetically pleasing to have the farms go around it in a perfect square. You can get farms perfectly around a mill as well, but it's not going to be a perfect square. Forcing blue back. We'll attempt a slightly further away tower this time. And it looks like the foundation button for the folkwork actually looks like a blacksmith to me. So probably need to update that. And blue trying to do everything he can to deny this tower going up. The thing is even if it goes up, there's nothing protecting the foundation once these villagers can get underneath it. Yeah, so that tower is not going to stay up. And still up, still up. Come on, hit it a few more times. Huh. Really focusing on fighting the units below at first. And now it goes down. Alright. So red, his response, he's going to go for the forward lumber camp. They never see it coming. Never see it coming. Blue wants to build a defensive tower here.
Witajcie.
Let's check on what purple and green are doing. Purple sending over more men-at-arms. No answer to the archers yet, though. You know, green, if you just walled right here, it'd be a lot less walling than the wall that's entire backside of your base. Let's see if he can see that or not. He can. Jeez, dude. Alright. Do what you will. Green sending over archers here to take out these men-at-arms from red. Red did deny that tower going up from blue, though. And players need to start thinking about getting up to castle here soon. Red has a lot of stone in the bank. It's going to be helpful. But he needs more on food. Sending in a spear for these scouts, but getting cleaned up by these archers. Four folkworks. Now, the benefit to putting your farms around the folkworks is you're going to get that immediate 10% from the farms collected when you build it next to the folkwork. The downside is you're really far away from your town center and vulnerable to being raided. So, pros and cons. And purple did add in some skirmishers here, pushing back green's archers. Green's going to respond by building a stable. And it looks like red is going to give up on this forward position. Excuse me, bringing back his villagers in a roundabout way. And blue really adding in a lot of farms. I expect red should be clicking up to castle soon. He's got more than enough resources. Okay, building his market now. Running out of wood, though.
Gotowam jest.
Let's see, anybody else up to castle yet? Blue is not. Okay, green is 18% of the way. Let's see about purple. Purple has not clicked up yet. But everyone's pretty much there as far as resources go. Yeah, red bringing him everything around. Does not want to lose them. Let's check back on red again. Okay, researching Castle Age now. Purple trying to force green off of gold here. Forces a tower out of green, actually. It's extra stone that green's going to have to mine if he wants to build TCs once he hits Castle Age. Yeah, he currently only has 75 stone, so he needs to collect more stone just to get TCs up. And everything like that, you know, sometimes you don't get a kill, but if you can force a tower out of somebody, or force them to react by building house walls that they don't need at the time, or palisades, counter units, stuff like that, that all helps you get to the next age faster. That is a long walk, man.
Tak.
Alright, green is actually the first to castle despite the pressure from purple. Expect red will probably be there soon. Yeah, 78%. Purple as well, yep. And blue sending a scout in here to attack this tower. Wants to reclaim his base and be able to take that stone safely, probably. And there we go. Red is inside of castle now. Purple is now in castle, so just waiting on blue. Blue did get hit the hardest, so we'll cut him some slack on his castle time. And it looks like purple's really going to commit to the infantry line. Has skirms versus knights. That's not the best combination, especially as you're shooting the stable instead of the knights. So, no bueno there. And there we go, castle. And he actually has enough almost for another castle. That's the perks of having that Pole's mining bonus.
Witajcie.
A lot of resources in the bank too. I expect once he gets to castle, he's going to get the unique tech to make cheap knights. I did preview this a little bit and saw just a crap ton of knights towards the end between red and blue. I'm talking like 60 plus knights on either side kind of thing from what it looked like. So that's pretty exciting to see. And purple wants to get a forward siege workshop up. When you got knights, just be careful. You might want to add in a monastery as well to get conversions. Red to get the castle up. And another town center up. And blue's in castle age now. Alright, and good luck trying to say it. That tech is, yes, slotch privileges. I don't know how to say it, I'll be honest. But anyway, that tech makes the Polish knights super cheap, and the stables are coming up, the upgrades are coming in. I love playing as Poles. More folkworks. Let's check back on over here. Mangonel shots. Purple pressuring. Lots of infantry. Green getting out his own Mangonels though, and some knights. Purple really needs to be careful. Got to protect that Mangonel. Oof. This is where having a monk in the back would help. Getting some knights out now. Lots of stables. Still has a healthy amount of resources, even doing some stonewalling. And here we go. 15 Frankish knights coming out. Now, the Franks, they get an additional 20% hit points, which age equates to basically free bloodlines. You really don't see more hit points until you get Cavalier and then Paladin upgrades. But still getting free bloodlines is pretty cool. The Polish knights have bloodlines though, so the same amount of hit points, and right now the same attack and defense upgrades as well. 14 Polish knights to 15 Frankish knights, but the Polish player also has some pikes. It's going to force red to run away, or blue to run away. One of these days I'll get my colors right. And it looks like blue is going to stay on 1 TC. Really going all in on military. Meanwhile, red is building a booming economy. Poles are really good at booming. These stone walls and all these TCs and folkworks are really going to help him just pump out a ton of stable units. And flaring down here. Alright, maybe red wants to meet up with purple and put some pressure on green. Green hasn't been punished as much as blue, I don't think, despite purple's best efforts. And green even adding in some siege of his own other than a Mangonel. 2 Mangonels and a ram as well. What if that was a misclick? Purple getting another Mangonel out. Red running in here with his Mangonel. Maybe you're going to try and snipe this Mangonel. Oh, with these knights. Yes, we'll get that mangonel down. Start attacking the crossbows. Getting some villager kills as well. Forcing Blue to send down his military. We'll come in here after this other mangonel. Ooh, whoa. That was 2 big hits. Oh, there was a bunch of crossbows wiped up basically for free. I still would prefer if purple kept these pikes next to these mangonels though. Keep them safe. A bunch of villagers going down for green. Oh, yeah, and that's what you gotta protect your mangonels. You got villagers. Oof, that's a risky gameplay in there, right? Yeah, protect that mangonel, buddy. Get those villagers. Even having a forward villager is actually a really good thing to do as well, so you can repair your mangonel. Oh my gosh. You're gonna lose this one too if you're not careful, dude. And it looks like actually most of Red Knights ended up getting cleaned up. That's a lot of blue knights. Yeah, 18 of them still. And now he can just run away from these pikes. The Frankish economy is not one to be sneezed at. Getting a relic. Oh yeah, you like this mod? Puts a little arrow on the priest about where he's at. Kind of like an idle pointer, but all the time. I find that after I use priest to get relics, a lot of times I lose track of where my priests are, and that little arrow right there is kind of a handy-dandy little thing to have, in my opinion. So, Blue sending his knights over to this siege workshop, wants to eject and destroy these units quickly before Purple can get anything out to protect them. And we'll get 2 free mangonel shots, or 2 free mangonel kills, as well as take down the siege workshop. And Purple has 2 castles, 1 forward, 1 defensive, and a defensive cray post. Only 2 town centers, it looks like, though. Could really use to expand a little bit more. And holy moly, oh my gosh. Would you look at this? Let me log into Red real quick here so I can see how many this is. 47, 48, 49, or 48, yeah, because I got a lion or a relic or whatever. 47. 47 knights. Holy moly. Using his monks to try and get some conversions, but does get 1. I mean, Blue has quite a few knights as well, 25, but Red with almost double and just constant production coming out. Jeez. I mean, look at the resources. The only reason he's not building more is because he's pop capped, and he actually has all these back here. 17 more. He needs to get more houses out. He's got so much in the bank. Adding some siege workshops as well. That is just insane Polish knight spam. What the heck? Denied that castle drop from Blue. He's going to build a castle back here instead. And really, the Frankish player needs to get more stables out. I mean, he's got a tech where he can create units faster from his stables, but he needs more stables, period. I mean, that is just insane. Okay, you can garrison your villagers in this town center all you want. These knights can easily take out this freaking town center. And they have full upgrades for Castle Age as well. In fact, with resources as high as he has, he needs to be thinking about going to Imp, honestly. I mean, you're housed. And even then, you can only build another 14, 13 units before you're completely pop capped. Go to Imp. Get Cavalier. Adding in Rams here. Freaking nuts. That's 60 knights there. 31 for Blue. And like I said, right now, until he gets into Imperial Age, Blue's Knights are just as strong as Red's Knights, and Red Knights are cheaper. Adding in some more monks, adding in some pikes as well. Not a bad idea. But Red is into Blue's economy now. Blue even, or Purple even sending over his pikes. But there's really not much left to kill. This is insane Polish knight spam. GG. I mean, look at it. He has all these knights on the field, and he still has more than enough to get to Imperial Age. He hasn't clicked it yet, but as Purple advances to Imperial Age, Blue calls the GG, resigns. Let's see if Green resigns as well, or if he has some kind of master plan. Oh, nope, that's it. Alright, guys. What did you think about that insane Polish knight spam? I mean, just freaking nuts how many knights he had. And it's just, this economy is just booming. Full stone walled. He's safe. Defensive castle. Folkworks everywhere. Tons of resources in the bank to keep spamming it out. And so many military units on the field. Actually, let's go here. He has 101 villagers and then 99 military. Let's go. Yeah, 75 cavalry. So he has 75 knights, 6 siege, 18 infantry. Freaking nuts. Alright guys, well hopefully you enjoyed it. We'll catch you next time.